tired of cleaning your house, assuming you even do it? I know I am on those rare occasions when, all right, if I have to pick up, I'll just pick up a little bit. Well, you should stay tuned because our next guest uses some cool technology to help us not only clean the house, but take care of our plants, among other things. The sales director for Moneual is Michael Shoenenburg. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Close? Okay.
Not only close, perfect.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir. We talk about making our lives easier. How is it that you guys do that? Let me get you to lean in a little bit while I readjust your microphone. There we go. Now we can hear you better. Tell me about how you guys make our lives easier.
Well, that's sort of a difficult question, but I'll try to answer it very briefly. We try to put some intelligence, some brains into some of the household appliances that we make.
So smart appliances.
Exactly, and that's what we're showing here at the IFA.
Okay.
We're showing a whole new concept, third generation of smart devices for the home. Our most popular product, and one of the really new products here at the IFA, is this robotic vacuum cleaner.
Aha.
Now, some
and
people
it's up
may
here
say
on the desk, and we're taking a peek. And what will some people say?
Some people say, "Well, I know these kind of devices. I've seen them in the past. You know, you can go out and buy it." Well,
fairly similar looking. Yeah.
Exactly. The difference here is that we've made a little bit more intelligent and put it inside. In fact, this device has a multiple function.
It will also cook breakfast?
No, but it'll mop your kitchen.
Oh.
So this is a vacuum cleaner on one side, and it also has a little addition to the back so that the second function of the vacuum cleaner would be wet mopping. Okay?
Okay, so you remove a part of a base here. Yeah.
Exactly. You put in the fluid, which is about 200 milliliters, so you can use water or whatever you normally use.
Some cleaner or what have you.
Yeah, it dissipates into this piece of cloth, which you can wash in your washing machine.
And let me remind our radio audience that if you're driving right now, don't look at your radio to try to see this. However, come by intotomorrow.com where you'll be able to see videos of all of our guests and the products we're talking about. So as Michael is talking about, you peel some a little device back here, little fabric.
Right. That's where you fill in the fluid.
Okay. And then I feel it is somewhat damp, so of course it would have cleaning fluid. And then you put it back on, and it sort of scurries along the floor, I guess.
Exactly.
And it has a pattern, right? It's not just kind of aimlessly going around. I mean, it seems to get the entire floor somehow.
Well, it has a number of different programs, so we try to put a lot of intelligence in here. We tell it, okay, start mopping and do not, go around the chairs, go underneath the table. If you have a bed, go underneath the bed and you're vacuuming, so even in the shadow it'll actually be working.
Really? Wow.
And if you have a cat or a dog, they better get out of the way, but if they don't, this machine will, okay, because it'll recognize the obstacle and go around it. Now, there are a number of, cleaning patterns. You can go parallel, you can go zigzag, you can do tornado cleaning, but it also has a little camera that maps the ceiling, so it knows where it is in the room.
Really?
And ultimately, that makes sure that the whole room gets cleaned and you don't miss something.
How cool is that? Now, what is this called? Is there a device name that you have? Or
we call it a robotic vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
And this one is a hybrid model because it does both functions, vacuuming and mopping.
And the mopping part,
exactly.
All right. Is it available now?
Actually, we're showing it here at the IFA as a worldwide introduction.
Good.
So it'll be available in about 4 weeks in the retail chain.
Just in time for the holidays, too, right?
Exactly.
All right. And available, I'm told, at Sears and Best Buy in the States?
Sears and Best Buy in the U.S., and we're also working on a few other outlet chains.
Oh, very good. Do we know a price yet in U.S. dollars for this?
In U.S. dollars, I'm not certain because I'm responsible for Europe. But
not
here
a problem.
in Europe, we have a suggested retail of 500 euro.
Okay.
Including our value-added tax, which is a big chunk of that.
Yeah, that's true. So it's probably going to be around 500 U.S. dollars,
that's
maybe a little
guess.
more. Who knows?
Yeah, that'll be my guess.
Look for sales. It could be a little less, right? And before we run out of time, I mentioned that you'll also keep our plants alive. Now, how do you do that with this device that I'm now holding up called My Flower?
Well, this is a cute little gadget. You'll see here that there's a humidity sensor inside this device. So what you do is
there's a little stake in the ground, if you will, with what looks like a question mark with the big head. So.
And the question mark is there enough water in my plant?
Very good.
So you pop it in the plant. You have 3 different kinds of, I would say, programs that you can use, and it measures continuously what is the water content. And as soon as the plant starts getting too dry, it'll start beeping, or the LEDs will flash to remind you now it's time to go and water my plant.
Very good, because let's face it, a lot of people, unless they're big time into gardening, aren't keeping track of proper watering and fertilizer and whatnot. This device, you just stick it in the soil in the potted plant, for example, and it'll help you remember, don't forget to water me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm about to wilt if you don't use this device and water me. How much is my flower?
We're not sure yet. This is a really new product. It'll probably go for somewhere between $15 and $20.
Okay, very cool.
That's what we're looking at.
And of course, we can find them at your website as well, in addition to looking for them in the U.S. at Best Buy and Sears and other outlets as well. I'm going to spell the website for you because it's Moneual, right? Is that how you say it?
Exactly.
Moneual. It's MONEUAL.com.
Exactly.
And we'll get you there too. Hit us up at intotomorrow.com. Links to Michael's site and all of our guests here at IFA Berlin. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us and helping us continue our coverage of fun products at IFA.
Thank you. Thank you for this opportunity.
It's our pleasure. We're back with more from Berlin, Germany. I'm Dave Graveline. You're tuned into tomorrow right here on the Advanced Media Network.